Hey there everyone, it's Kristen with Think Somatics. Today I want to talk to you about breathing when you're doing your pandiculations, when you're doing your somatic movements. Now, sometimes people are really confused or like, I don't know if I'm supposed to inhale or exhale. So if you're really freaked out about it, just breathe because that's really important, right? But the breathing patterns that we suggest to you do impact how you do the movement. So when you are contracting a part of your body, the breathing is part of the movement. So when you're contracting your back, if you take a breath in, the front of the body can open up and relax while the back contracts. And then when you exhale, as you exhale, the front of the body gets to tighten. So those are part of the breathing into the contraction, the breathing patterns that go with the contractions. Now, on the release of the contractions, a lot of people think they need to sync up their breath pattern, but you can take as many breaths as you want. And when I give this tip to people, they're just like, oh my gosh, that makes so much more sense to my brain and my body. It gives me time to feel what I'm actually releasing. So when in doubt, just breathe. Remember that you do breathe a certain way when you're doing the contractions, and on the release, you slowly let it go of the contraction and breathe as many times as you need as you're doing that. So let's give that a shot, shall we? Let's just play with the arch and flatten to explore what I'm talking about, okay? So when you do your arch, when you inhale, you expand, and the front of the body has to soften to let the diaphragm expand, and then the back is contracting. And so the breathing comes in. And even if you want to take a few more breaths with this, you can, but just remember you're trying to feel the length in your front, the shortening in your back. And then when you let it go, you just, exhale and inhale as the back comes back down to the floor, and just continue to feel the back soften and feel it come closer to the floor as the effort lets go. And again, you're just taking as many breaths as you need, and people really seem to get a lot more out of the movement when they do that. Now, when you go into the flatten, you're going to exhale, because that's going to help the front of your body shorten. Your diaphragm turns off and recedes up into your kind of rib cage a bit. Now it's easier to shorten the front, and the back lengthens. Then when you release your front, you might start with an inhale and then just inhale and exhale slowly, gently, taking as much time as you can to feel the length come back into the rib cage, the chest, the space between your sternum and pubic bone. And let's just try that again. You inhale, again, opening the front, feeling the back. And if it takes you a few more breaths here to feel the back contract in the front, lengthen, that's fine. And then when you let it go, just really focusing on the release and making sure that you just breathe as many times as you need. Coming to your neutral, it might be a different place. Do let things relax as much as possible. And then you close up. The exhale helps you close up the front. And now my chest and my belly have shortened, my back is lengthened, and then when I'm ready, I release, taking as many breaths as I need and putting as much awareness into the lengthening of all those muscles across the front of the body to complete rest. And then letting a leg soften out, and again, just breathing and letting everything go and seeing how that feels. And hopefully you would have started with a scan before. But I hope that helps you out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give it a little thumbs up, all that social media stuff that I'm supposed to ask you to do. I appreciate it. Okay, ciao for now.